Shalom, 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 and greetings, and welcome back to another episode here at Israelite Talk TV, one of the #1 platforms where what? That's right, where you don't get no paid media. My family, y'all see the thumbnail, y'all see the title. That's right, we got to talk about the young DOLPH trial. Okay, the YouTube streets is on fire. You know what I'm saying right now. So make sure that when you guys come in here, y'all like the video, share the video, and get it up out of there because you know I'm finna get surgical tonight. On the information that was released to us on the first day of the trial. Okay. So it's some things that's out of place, right? And I'm going to break down and dissect everything that's going on in this case, right? So we already knew that CMG was behind this hit, right? We knew this. Okay. This is not looking good for CMG, man. Like, family, like this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's madness, right? So anyway, what we're gonna do, right? There's a few things that I want to break down. Okay, everybody's talking about the case, right? But you know what we do over here? We pay attention to detail, right? We got to talk about the altered footage, right? That they gave us. Okay. They've been altering it. They didn't have that footage for 3 years, right? Okay. And they've tried their best, right? We got to give them an E for effort, but it's not going to work, right? Okay. Altered footage. They don't have the shooters. Okay. Cornelius Smith, and I'm going to break down exactly what's going on with this Joker. Okay. But the prosecution came out and you know they dug right in, you know what I'm saying, hitting the defense with haymakers, you know what I'm saying. And I don't think anybody saw this testimony from Cornelius Smith coming. I think this caught everybody off guard, right? So we got to talk about that. We got to also talk about the third shooter that they're trying to hide from us. Okay. The third shooter, which was the first shooter. Okay. Right. We got to talk about this. The other thing is, family, we got to talk about this Hernandez Govan guy, right? Because Hernandez Govan is more involved than what they're trying to lead us on to believe. Okay. He's way more involved, right? And that information came out when Straight Drop's lawyer cross-examined Cornelius Smith. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying, family? We got a lot of ground to cover, right? So before we get into this, y'all already know all the disclaimers is down in the description box for those of y'all that like to read. Make sure when you guys come in the building, y'all hit that like button, right? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a lot of people talking about this case, right? But make sure y'all turn me up because people are going to want to hear and need to hear the facts and not all of this fluff. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff from these big channels that we never hear from. They never blog on this stuff. And then when the trial and stuff come, these people are ushered in to try to control the narrative, right? And we're not going to allow them to do that, right? So today we're going to be busting this thing down. Share this video, like it when y'all get into the building. Make sure y'all check into the chat. Y'all know how we do. Come show the chat some love. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's get this added. You know what I'm saying? And before we get started, hold on. All right, we back. So I had to go and get my little drink, man. I got to take a shot, man. I mean, this man, listen to these this testimony from Cornelius Smith, right? Was just was mind-blowing, right? Okay. This guy essentially took young DOLPH out for $800, man. $800, right? $800. Okay, $800. Right? $800. Hold on. So yeah, took young DOLPH out for $800, man. That's madness, man. That's unheard of. You know, when I think about this Young Dolph case, Young Dolph got took out on some fluky ass shit. You know what I'm saying? If they want us to believe the story that they're presenting, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. But let me pull me up a shot, man. I gotta take a shot, man, because this stuff right here, man, I can't believe they took this man out over $800, man. And see, the reason why all of this stuff is happening is because CMG, they shady as hell. Big Jook did not want to pay them people that money, man. Big Jook didn't want to pay them people that money. Come on, man. Now, man, let's get to it, man. Let me get this added. Hold on, let me get this added back in. All right, here we go. So, we got.
Our job is to apply the law to the facts and to do what's on this week. She'll tell you a little bit about his background. 15 minutes from this building. Like I said, it's by the airport.
May present final argument on the law.
Cornelius Smith, Hernandez, Govan, and Jamarcus Johnson, acting for the purpose of promoting or facilitating the commission of the said offense, and agreeing that one or more of them would engage in conduct which constitutes the said offense. In furtherance of said conspiracy, one or more of the parties to the conspiracy committed an overt act, to wit, Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, traveled to 2370 Airways Boulevard and killed Adolph Thornton Jr. Cornelius Smith traveled to 2370 Airways Boulevard and killed Adolph Thornton Jr. Hernandez Govan solicited both Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, and Cornelius Smith to kill Adolph Thornton Jr. Jamarcus Johnson aided in Justin Johnson. Can everybody see it?
Yes, sir.
About the things that he saw growing up and that he sees in his neighborhood in Memphis. And at their now is Justin Johnson, who has a handgun, who's firing at Dolph as he lays on the ground. You're wearing masks, you're wearing hoodies, you're wearing gloves. This is less than an hour. This, you will see that both Cornelius Smith and Justin Johnson are caught.
You know, Mr. Hagerman talked about, you know, it's not 1980.
So anyway, family, what I was trying to find here, right? And we just going, I'm gonna skip past it because I didn't have it in here. But the thing that I was looking for, right, is that when Paul opened up his arguments and he began to lay the foundation on what was going on in regards to why they killed young Dolph, he said that Big Jook, he said that, hold on, man, let me find this, man. I gotta find this. Hold on.
Evidence.
Upon their oath, present that
If I
intentionally, with premeditation, and with the intent to commit the offense of first-degree murder, the grand jurors of the state of Tennessee, duly selected, impaneled, sworn, and charged to inquire for the body of the county of Shelby, Tennessee, upon their oath, presented Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, on November 17th, 2021, in Shelby County, Tennessee, and before the filing of this indictment, did unlawfully and knowingly possess a firearm, having been convicted of a felony offense that qualifies under Tennessee Code Annotated 3917-1307B1A, on May the 2nd, 2017, in Division 8 of the Criminal Court of Shelby County, Tennessee, under docket number W1700355.
Now my internet want to act all slow and shit. Come on, man.
Upskill your employees and uplift your business. The Indiana Department of Work.
Now,
Let me address before we go further. You want to step aside so I can.
Cornelius Smith, Hernandez, Govan, and Jamarcus Johnson. We got a lot of carpet. We got a lot of carpet.
Mr. Hagerman, you're standing in front of me.
So anyway, family, the point that I'm trying to make here is that this guy, Paul, right, in that opening statement, right, he said that when he was breaking down the beef between the PRE and the CMG camp, right, he trying to say that Dolph had a beef with Big Jook, right? Okay. I knew they was going to try to pin this shit on Big Jook, right? What y'all got to understand is that, yes, Big Jook is the second in control. He was, you know what I'm saying? But the beef was initially with Gotti and Young Dolph, not no Big Jook and Young Dolph. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So what y'all got to understand is that now people are saying that the RICO was coming, right? Well, I'm curious to see because this is already a RICO case. This is already the Fed should have already picked this case up, right? It's so much stuff that's going on with your guy. We know that he's money laundering. We know that he worked that move through I am 10%, right? Which is who? That straight drop guy, right? That's right. So we know that you work this move
Right, okay. Without saying what was in that kite, and that's a letter, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Without saying in that letter, after you received that letter, did you decide to tell the truth?
Right.
And what did you do once you decided to tell the truth?
I had spoke with my lawyer. I had spoke to my lawyer.
And thereafter, have you met a few times with detectives?
Yes.
And have you met, if we count those 2 minutes right back here, I guess 3 or 4 times with me, is that correct?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say you did that because you realized you had been caught?
Yeah, I've been caught and I got a conscience too. Now they don't know where my senses. Yeah, I got a conscience.
I'm going to play a video up here, Cornelius. You can turn a little bit, see it as we start playing.
For the record, you're playing what's been marked as, or will be marked as exhibit number 5.
Listen, you can stop it right there. All right, Cornelius, what are we looking at?
That's the day that we had saw Young Dolphin and Pulley and Makitas.
All right, so whose car is that?
That's Young Dolphin car.
All right, and you say we, who saw this car?
First and the second time, I had like Quet had put me.
See, oxycodone. In the conversation you were having with Quet at the time? When y'all talked to Quet and he told y'all to move the car, told the truth?
Right.
And have I told you? I'm going to play a video. Were there any arrangements as far as splitting the money or anything?
Yeah.
Music labeled CMG?
Yeah.
Is that Big Jokes?
Yeah, they be Jook on.
And his
Oh, yeah.
okay. Do you know whether or not he was trying to negotiate for straight drop?
I guess trying to get him a deal.
Okay. Do you know who he was trying to get him a deal with?
Oh, Big Jook and them, Gotti and them.
All right. You said Big Jook, is that correct?
Yeah.
You ever heard of the music? Labeled CMG?
Yeah.
Is that Big Jokes?
Yeah, they be Jook on.
And his brother, right?
Yeah.
His brother's Gotti, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Before this day, which is in November of 2021, about how long had you been knowing Justin?
Oh, 3 months.
A few months. About how many times do you think you'd been around him?
Couple times we went to club together. We've been around each other a couple times.
Okay. And for the record, I know that it's a formality, but for the record, can you point him out in the courtroom and tell me what he's wearing and stuff?
Yeah, the young brother over there was The button-down shirt, blue and white button-down shirt.
If the record could reflect that he's identified the defendant, Mr. Justin Johnson, Your Honor.
Let the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant in court.
So how did you get to be with Justin Johnson this day on November 17th, 2021?
We knew that, you know, they had a hit on Dolphin head or whatever, so
Who had a hit on whose head?
Big Jook had a hit on Dog head or whatnot, so
How do you know that Big Jook had a hit on Dolph's head?
Cause Quit had told me about it, Quit, and you know what I'm saying, being just
How much money was it supposed to be?
$100,000 on Dog head.
And had you agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Were y'all going to do it together?
Yeah, they been on it, but yeah.
Was there any arrangements as far as splitting the money or anything?
Yeah, me and him supposed to be giving Quit 10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him were going to give Govan 10,000 apiece?
Yeah.
And how much were you going to get?
I was getting 40, he was getting 40.
Okay. Had you spoken with Justin about this?
Yeah, we had been talking about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah,
How did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
he had pulled up to get me. He came and got me or whatever.
Where'd he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
Out of Lamont Sims.
Orange Mound area?
Yeah.
Had either you called him or he called you or anything like
He
this?
had called me the first time I missed the call. Then he called me back, I answered. He was telling me basically they were pulling up because we already knew what was going on.
When you say you already knew what was going on, you already knew that this is about?
Yeah, because we knew they were doing a turkey drive, so we was actually on our way to Westwood.
Had you and Justin talked about this particular?
We were doing it like
And Justin, okay, all right. And just to be clear, when it comes to Govan or Quet, is it a y'all need to take care of this problem, or is it we, him included, need to take care of this problem?
he saying me and Justin really need to get rid of that car. He told me because if they question him, he gonna tell them how they really massive, so he can get back to his gambling. That's what he said.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
I know, bro. Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'll be super quick, Judge. The last thing, a lot of this probably.
Getting a dime for this, right?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Okay. So you can't say he's leaving with his money, right?
You right.
Okay. Now, a couple other things specifically. when you, as you say it, let's kind of put a timing on this. So you said March, you got your current lawyer, and you went back and met with the government again, right? Or the state?
Yeah,
Law
I don't know what month, like I said, I can't say where,
Okay.
like, they can win.
But if I told you you met with law enforcement around March 13th of 22, does that sound about right?
I can't put the date on it. I ain't
Okay.
even counted now.
Well, let me ask you this. You said you had a change of heart and your conscience started getting to you. You wanted to tell the truth. When did that happen?
Like, a couple months after I sobered all the way up, while I was in jail, I sobered all the way up. I ain't in my senses, like, it was wrong.
Okay. So you got, December is when you go to jail. December 9th?
Yeah, December 9th.
So a couple of months from then. You sober up, that's when you come to your senses.
Yeah, and then Justin had sent me a letter saying,
Well, I'm not asking you what Justin sent you a
I'm
letter
saying
saying.
what automatically made me come to my senses and like, you know, it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? When he said, cut him loose, take Jook, and quit down with me.
Okay. So you're saying Mr. Johnson sent you something saying, he actually said he didn't do it, right?
Now, he didn't say he didn't do it then. He said, cut him loose and take Jook and quit down with me because they ain't messing with us.
Oh, you mean tell the truth? Because he didn't have anything to do with it. Tell the truth.
Nah, he's saying me take the downfall.
Oh, okay.
Cut him loose, let him go.
Okay.
And tell them to quit and him change clothes and quit with me instead of him.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did you get it directly from Justin Johnson, this kite you're talking about?
You know, we got rock meeting and stuff, but we were talking.
Because it's hard to keep up with details when you're lying. You would agree with that, right?
Nah.
No?
Nah, when you tell them the truth, like, and you
Okay.
nervous, like, it's hard to keep up with
Alright.
details.
So, you're saying that one just slipped your mind? Okay. You didn't bring it up. They didn't ask you. You just slipped your mind. Okay.
I answered the questions they asked me correctly, you know, like, if they ain't asked me, if I don't recall them asking me, I ain't answered.
So, law enforcement specifically asked you about this $800 that you got after the shooting, right?
Right.
And today, I just want to make clear, you're saying that $500 was hand-delivered by Justin with a letter to your neighbor.
Right.
And her name, just to be clear, is Vivian Fifi, right?
Correct.
Lives next door to your dad.
Correct.
And you know that happened, correct?
Correct.
You say you were on the phone with Justin and Miss Fifi when that was happening.
Correct.
And to confirm that Miss Fifi actually got the money.
Correct.
Okay? Now, but you would agree with me that's not the story you first told law enforcement, right?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
I can't say he's correct in that because I don't know what I told them, like, when I first talked to him.
But is that the truth?
I can't recall the interview that I had with them back then, so I can't say it's correct or it's not.
Okay. Well, did you tell them that you told them the truth, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
told them the truth.
All right.
I told them.
So, in that same interview, if that's the truth, with Miss Fifi, in that same interview earlier, why would you tell them that some masked man came in a Chrysler 300 on 2 occasions
No, I
and
did
said,
not say that.
you didn't say that.
I didn't say that earlier. I did not say that. Said a madman on 2 occasions came.
You
I play with these folks, and they already know history, but what he did in the past ain't got nothing to do with this.
You've testified today that no promises were made, right? But you're expecting to get consideration.
Nah.
No? You're not expecting to get any consideration for your sentence in this case, based on what you're doing here today.
Nah. But I know I'm going to jail anyway, so.
Okay.
So, man, we be real, get it off my chest, feel better. Start my healing process.
Tell me what you told your sisters when you wrote them back in March of 22.
Probably not.
You lied to them?
I say anything. I don't know.
Now we're getting somewhere. You'd say anything.
I'm saying like in the letters because I know for sure that they taking my letters and stuff, so.
You told them my lawyer is trying to tell me my best out is working with the feds, helping them, something I've never done in my life.
Yeah.
So you're telling them I didn't do this. I didn't really do it. But I'm going to say I did it so I can get out of prison.
Nah, I ain't saying it like that. I ain't saying it like that. Like, I'm saying like, it's my best out to be honest and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, be truthful because they already know. So, if they already know, why play with these folks? And they already know.
And then you said, just so on that point, your lawyer, he, said that's the only way I will not do life in jail.
Yeah, if I said that then, you know, if you know what I said, if I wrote that, I said that. So
Okay.
I ain't finna say I didn't write that.
And then you say that you're hoping essentially not to do any time because your lawyer that you have now was responsible for getting one of the people in the Holly Bobo case out without doing any jail time.
Yeah, I told them his history, you know what I'm saying, like his history, but what he did in the past ain't got nothing to do with this.
No? So you weren't expecting to walk free after today? That's not what you were expecting?
After them folks kept telling me I ain't going, I said forget it, you know what I'm saying, like, it is what it is, I'm being real, so it is what it is, I feel better now.
Okay. Because you told your sisters, they got to let me walk free if I make any deals with them.
And my sister and they green, they don't know nothing about ain't no folk teachers and stuff like that, they green, they don't know nothing about no jail time or nothing like that, so, you know, we just praying, hoping for the best outcome, you know what I'm saying, like, we just leaving in God's hands.
Why would you lie to your family? I mean, you had this this head of conscience after you got clean, right? Right?
Yeah, it basically like speaking into exist, you know what I'm saying? Like hoping for the best, you know what I'm saying? Outcome, you know what I'm saying? Faith.
Exactly. Hoping to walk free if you go in and testify in this case, right?
Before I talk to them folks and stuff like that, like, before I talk to them, that's what I'm telling my sister and them, like, man, I ain't never did no police ass shit, but, you know what I'm saying? Quit already told them everything. They already knew everything, so I might as well, you know. Stuff like that, they green, they don't know nothing about no jail time or nothing like that. So, you know, we just praying, hoping for the best outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just leaving in God's hand.
Why would you lie to your family? I mean, you had this this head of conscience after you got clean, right? Right?
Yeah, it basically like speaking into exist. You know what I'm saying? Like hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? Outcome. You know what I'm saying? Faith.
Exactly. Hoping to walk free if you go in and testify in this case, right?
Before I talk to them folks and stuff like that, like, before I talk to them, that's what I'm telling my sister and them, like, man, I ain't never did no police ass shit, but, you know what I'm saying? Quit already told them everything. They already knew everything, so I might as well, you know.
And then you say that you're hoping essentially not to do any time because your lawyer that you have now, and you have to clear that up because you lied.
Yeah, I kept it G, like, you know, yeah, my lawyer told me that the best thing to do, just be honest, that everything.
Okay. But you still weren't honest, even